What if the very foods you've been avoiding are actually the ones your body needs most after 60? I'm talking about real, whole foods. No sugar, no carbs, yet packed with nutrients that support your heart, muscles, brain, and even help balance your blood sugar naturally. Stick around, because food number 3 on this list has quietly helped countless seniors avoid blood pressure medications, yet hardly anyone is talking about it. After 60, something shifts. Foods that used to give you energy now leave you feeling sluggish. You may notice rising blood sugar, heavier legs, or mental fog. And still, many people unknowingly eat foods that silently trigger inflammation and blood sugar spikes. That's why more and more people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are switching to low-carb, no-sugar foods, not for weight loss, but for survival. To stay mobile, to stay sharp, to stay out of the hospital. In this video, we'll uncover 8 powerful foods that have virtually no sugar or carbs, but are loaded with the nutrients your aging body truly needs. And we won't just list them, I'll walk you through how each one supports your energy, circulation, and independence. Let's start with a leafy green that does way more than just decorate your plate. It actually helps protect your muscles and memory. 1. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. One of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can make is adding leafy greens to your meals. Spinach, kale, and Swiss chard aren't just salad fillers. They're among the few foods that offer massive health benefits with almost zero carbs or sugar. Just 1 cup of raw spinach has only 1 gram of carbs, mostly fiber, and almost no sugar. Yet it's loaded with vitamin A for immunity, vitamin C for cell repair, and vitamin K for bone strength. These nutrients work together to protect your arteries, support recovery, and even slow down aging at the cellular level. Take Margaret, 68. She didn't believe any of this at first. Feeling bloated and sluggish, she assumed it was just part of getting older. But after her doctor suggested cutting processed carbs and adding leafy greens, she made one simple swap, trading her ham sandwich for a spinach salad with olive oil and a boiled egg. In just 2 weeks, she felt lighter, her mind clearer, and even her joint pain started to ease. She told us, "I didn't change much, just what I put on the plate." And that's the point. This isn't about restriction, it's about smart replacements. Start your lunch or dinner with a cup of raw spinach, or gently saute some kale in olive oil for 5 minutes. That small habit can help stabilize blood sugar and keep your energy steady throughout the day. Greens are powerful, but what if I told you there's a crunchy vegetable that helps your body flush out excess sugar before it becomes a problem? Let's move to the next one. 2. Non-starchy vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower. Now, onto 2 humble vegetables that quietly work wonders after every meal. Broccoli and cauliflower. They're not flashy, they don't come with a superfood label, but what they do inside your body is nothing short of magical. Both are non-starchy, meaning they're naturally low in carbs and contain 0 sugar. But here's the best part. These veggies are packed with fiber, the kind that slows digestion and helps prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes. That's exactly why they're so valuable, especially after 60. As we age, insulin sensitivity drops. Your body doesn't handle sugar the way it used to, but vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower help slow that process down. They allow your body to release sugar more gradually, while keeping you full without pushing up your glucose levels. Take Harold, 72. He used to dread mornings. Stiff joints, no energy, just dragging himself out of bed. He thought it was just aging. But then his wife started roasting broccoli and cauliflower with olive oil and sea salt 3 nights a week. Within a month, Harold noticed something unexpected. He was getting out of bed faster, his knees weren't as stiff, and even his blood pressure dropped slightly at his next checkup. And the best part? He didn't feel like he was dieting, he was just eating real food. If you haven't already, try adding just 1 cup of roasted or steamed broccoli or cauliflower to your day. Toss in a little garlic, olive oil, or lemon. Keep it simple, but make it consistent. Quick question for you, have you already added any of these foods to your routine? Drop a comment and let us know. Your experience might help someone else watching. Now, veggies are smart, but what if you could enjoy something rich, satisfying, and still have 0 carbs? A food that not only tastes good, but also protects your brain and heart. Let's talk about that next. 3. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Now we're heading from the garden to the sea, because when it comes to protecting your brain, your heart, and your independence, fatty fish might be your body's best ally. Think salmon, mackerel, sardines. What do they have in common? 0 carbs and loads of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatories. They help reduce the slow, silent inflammation that builds up over time, the kind that damages blood vessels, stiffens joints, and even speeds up memory loss. And this isn't just theory. A major Harvard study found that seniors with higher omega-3 intake had sharper minds, better heart health, and a lower risk of cognitive decline. Helen, 73, shared her story with us. She'd been feeling increasingly forgetful, more senior moments than usual, so she started eating salmon twice a week. Nothing fancy, just a fillet baked with lemon and dill. Within 2 months, she felt the difference. Her mind felt clearer, more focused, and she said her mood even felt more stable. It's not magic, it's just nutrition doing its job, working with your body, not against it. So if you haven't already, make fatty fish a regular guest on your plate. Even canned wild salmon works. Just add a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon, and you've got something delicious and powerful. That's dinner taken care of. But what about breakfast? There's one food that's been unfairly criticized for years. But for older adults on a low-carb diet, it's nearly perfect, and it might already be sitting in your fridge. Let's talk about that next. 4. Eggs. Let's shift to something that's probably already sitting in your kitchen. Eggs. They've been misunderstood for years, blamed for cholesterol, skipped in favor of cereal. But here's the truth. For older adults looking to manage blood sugar and stay mentally sharp, eggs might be one of the best foods you can eat. One large egg has less than a gram of carbs, 0 sugar, and it's packed with high-quality protein. Even more impressive, eggs are rich in nutrients like choline and lutein, both essential for brain health, memory, and vision. You may not realize it, but choline fuels the very brain cells that help you think clearly and retain memories. Lutein, on the other hand, helps protect your eyesight, especially against age-related conditions like macular degeneration. Let me tell you about Claire. She's 63 and used to either skip breakfast or grab toast on the go. By 10 a.m., her energy would crash. Foggy thinking, shaky hands, and that familiar low blood sugar feeling. Her doctor suggested a simple fix: 2 boiled eggs and half an avocado in the morning. No sugar, no crash. Now Claire feels sharp by mid-morning, more stable, more focused. And the best part, that breakfast costs less than a muffin from the coffee shop. Scrambled, poached, or boiled. Eggs are affordable, easy to digest, and incredibly nourishing for older adults, especially when paired with healthy fats or leafy greens. Quick question: how do you like your eggs? Or have you been avoiding them? Drop a comment below, your tip might help someone else here. Now, eggs are fantastic for meals, but what about snacks? Coming up next, a simple handful of this food can reduce inflammation and give you lasting energy, without spiking your blood sugar. 5. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, chia seeds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. Let's talk snacks, because for many people over 60, that's when energy crashes hit hardest. You eat a good breakfast, but by 3 p.m., you're foggy, tired, maybe even a little shaky. And what do most people reach for? Cookies, crackers, maybe a granola bar. The problem is, those quick fixes are often loaded with hidden sugars and refined carbs. They spike your blood sugar, then leave you crashing soon after. That's where nuts and seeds come in. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds. They're low in carbs and sugar, but high in healthy fats, protein, and magnesium. That means they give you steady, crash-free energy, exactly what your body needs. Tony, 70, used to grab 2 oatmeal cookies every afternoon. He thought the sugar boost would help him push through. But by dinner, his energy was gone. He made one small switch: a handful of almonds and a cup of chia pudding. No crash, no cravings. And bonus, fewer leg cramps at night thanks to the magnesium. Nuts and seeds also support bone strength, nerve function, and help reduce the low-grade inflammation that often causes fatigue in older adults. Here's a tip: keep a small bag of unsalted almonds in your car or purse, or soak chia seeds in almond milk overnight for a simple, blood sugar-friendly dessert. Have you tried this swap yet? Drop a comment below and let us know what snack keeps you feeling steady and energized. Now let's move on to something creamier. Yes, it's high in fat, but it's one of the smartest foods for seniors trying to manage blood sugar naturally. And it might just surprise you. 6. Avocados. Let's talk about a food that's been misunderstood for years. Avocados. Many older adults still avoid them, thinking all fat is bad. But that thinking, it's outdated, and it might be keeping you from better health. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the heart-healthy kind that can actually improve insulin sensitivity, support brain function, and help stabilize blood sugar levels. Here's what surprises most people. Avocados have almost no sugar, and thanks to their high fiber content, their net carbs are extremely low. That means they digest slowly, help keep you full longer, and don't cause blood sugar spikes. Take Joanne, for example. She's 66 and avoided avocados her whole life, thinking they were too fattening. But her nutritionist explained the science and encouraged her to try adding just half an avocado to her lunch salad. Within a few weeks, she noticed a change. She wasn't snacking as much between meals, she felt satisfied longer, and during her next checkup, her LDL, bad cholesterol, had dropped, while her HDL, good cholesterol, had gone up. No crash diets, no medications, just the right kind of fat. You can slice avocado onto eggs, toss it into a salad, top grilled veggies, or mash it with lime and garlic for a creamy brain-boosting spread. Have you been avoiding healthy fats out of habit? Let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else watching. Now, speaking of heart-healthy fats, the next item isn't something you chew, but it quietly supports your heart, your brain, and your arteries. Let's take a closer look. 7. Olive oil. Let's talk about one of the simplest, most powerful foods in your kitchen, olive oil. It's carb-free, sugar-free, and packed with anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce swelling in the body, protect your arteries, and even support memory and cognitive health. What makes olive oil so special? Its monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, especially oleocanthal, which acts like nature's version of ibuprofen. And the science backs it up. Studies published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology have found that people who regularly consume olive oil have a lower risk of stroke and cognitive decline, especially as they age. Just look at how it's used in Mediterranean countries. Seniors in their 80s and 90s often credit olive oil as a major reason they stay active, independent, and full of life. Take Eleanor, 71. She swapped out margarine and butter for olive oil. She drizzled it over veggies, used it in her salads, and even added a teaspoon to her scrambled eggs. After just a few weeks, she said she felt lighter, less bloated, and her blood pressure ticked down a few points. Small change, real results. Have you made the switch yet? Tell us how you use olive oil. Your tip could inspire someone else watching. We've covered greens, fish, eggs, oils. But this next food? It's a little controversial. Some call it unhealthy. But for seniors, it might be one of the smartest foods to keep in your fridge. Let's clear up the confusion. 8. Cheese. Let's be honest, cheese gets a bad rap. Too fatty, too salty, too indulgent, right? But here's the truth. For older adults, especially those cutting back on sugar and carbs, cheese might actually be one of the best foods you can eat. Most cheeses contain zero sugar, are low in carbs, and are high in protein and calcium. That's a winning combo for stronger bones, better blood sugar control, and longer-lasting fullness between meals. And that fat everyone's so afraid of. It actually helps you feel full, so you're less likely to reach for processed snacks later on. Let me introduce you to Helen. She's 74 and used to snack on crackers and cookies every afternoon. Slowly, her weight crept up, and managing her blood sugar became harder. Then she made one simple swap. She replaced her snacks with a few slices of aged cheddar and cucumber. That was it. Within weeks, her cravings faded, she didn't feel deprived, and her doctor noticed she'd stopped gaining weight. No pills, no crash diets, just smarter snacking. Want to try it yourself? Start with hard cheeses like Parmesan, Swiss, or aged cheddar. Stick to 1 to 2 ounces and pair it with sliced veggies or a few olives. And if you're lactose sensitive, good news. Aged cheeses are usually easier to digest. Have you tried this snack switch? Share your experience in the comments. Someone else might benefit from your tip. Now we've covered 8 powerful, low-carb, zero-sugar foods that support your heart, brain, and blood sugar. But here's the catch. There's one common mistake that could still be holding you back, even if you're eating all the right things. What is it? That's exactly what we'll uncover in the next video. Don't miss it. Carbs and sugar often steal the spotlight, but it's the nutrients your body really needs that make the difference, especially if you want to stay strong, energized, and independent as you age. If your goal is to avoid blood sugar spikes, reduce inflammation, or simply feel better day to day, start small. Make one realistic change at a time. Even swapping out just one high-carb food for a better option can move you in the right direction. And of course, always check in with your doctor before making big changes. especially if you're managing something like diabetes or another health condition. If this video helped you, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe for more senior-friendly nutrition tips. And don't miss our next video, because there's one common food mistake that might be quietly undoing all your efforts to stay healthy. Take care of yourself, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.